The Denver Nuggets are about to sleepwalk, cakewalk, however you want to say it. They're going to walk to their first ever NBA Finals in franchise history. And honestly, nobody has really been able to put up much of a fight against this team with the dynamic duo of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. This Nuggets team has just been off the charts this postseason. Jamal Murray closing games out, or in some cases, putting up 30 in the first half. Michael Porter Jr. has been Michael Porter Jr., and Nikola Jokic has been what you would expect out of a should-have-been three-time NBA MVP. Nikola Jokic is, before long, he keeps winning a couple more championships. He's going to be in that greatest center of all time discussion. So now, before we get started, make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. All three things will really help us out in the YouTube algorithm. And let's go ahead and get started. This team is just overpowered. I mean, look at this. How are we going to stop this? It all starts with the should-have-been three-time MVP. Like I said, it's becoming very apparent that he was the MVP of the league this year instead of Joel Embiid, who can't even make it to the conference finals, while Nikola Jokic is in the NBA Finals. But, if you're not you got to worry about Jokic first, of course, but then you've still got Jamal Murray, who is the closer on this team, don't get it twisted. Michael Porter Jr., one of the best shot makers in the league. Aaron Gordon, elite defender. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, great 3-and-D guy. And then you got these wings coming off the bench. Bruce Brown, probably the best signing of the offseason last season, to be honest. If this Nuggets team goes on to win the NBA championship, either that or Caleb Martin's 3-year, $20 million bargain. You also got Christian Brown, Jeff Green giving them good minutes. What are you going to do to stop this team? This is I don't know how to describe it. It all starts with the Joker, like I said. Again, I've said it a few times already. He should have had another MVP. I'll probably keep talking about it throughout the rest of this video. But just look at the numbers. 25, 12, and 10 accounted for on average 45 points a game, potentially up to 50, depending on how many of those assists were on three-point baskets. And he shot it over 60% from the field, 38% from three. Dude is a monster. Now looking at the playoff numbers, you thought the regular season numbers were a bit impressive? Just check this out, 31, 13, and 10. My goodness. Come on, that's video game number. I can't even put that up in video games. Now, obviously, I'm horrible at 2K, but I don't even think I could put that up if I had my career player. Maybe if I set it to rookie mode, but that is just insane. 55% shooting from the field, 48% from three, and 1 steal. Dude is on another level right now. Nobody in the world can stop him. Can Bam Adebayo stop him? I highly doubt it. There's a chance, but I don't know. I don't think that even happens. Now let's talk about this team's closer, because in the modern NBA, centers can't really close out NBA games with tough jumpers. It's more the guards now. Jamal Murray averaged 26-4 in the regular season this year, but he stepped it up in the playoffs. Of course, he is one of the guys that is gaining a reputation as a playoff performer. 26 points per game, 6.5 assists, and 5.2 rebounds. The dude has been very, very good. And obviously we're seeing that when he is not injured, he is one of the best point guards in the game. 46% from the field, 40% from three, 1 steal. Kind of gets overshadowed by how good Jokic is at times. But make no mistake about it, this man is elite. He's a stud. And he's their closer. He's their guy down the stretch of games. Now, the elite quote-unquote options that this Nuggets team has, it's crazy that these guys are the 3rd, 4th, 5th options. Starting with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 11 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.5 steals. He's a guy that is perfect for this Denver Nuggets team. Perfect to play off of Nikola Jokic on offense and on defense. 10.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists per game this year in the playoffs. He has been very good. He's been a great acquisition by this Nuggets team. They brought him in the offseason from the Wizards. 48% from the field, 39% from three, 1.5 steals per game. He has been elite at what he does in that starting role. Michael Porter Jr., 17.5 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. He's another guy that has really been good. He hasn't exactly elevated his game for the playoffs. He's been not quite what he was in the regular season, but 14.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, in the playoffs. 7.5 assists. That's not happening ever for Michael Porter Jr. But 47% from the field, 40% from three in the playoffs. Still very good efficiency numbers. Now, Aaron Gordon, a guy that gives them so much on the defensive side of the ball. 16.6 points, 6.6 rebounds in the regular season. But, of course, Nuggets fans know this, and NBA fans in general. His values on the defensive side of the ball, anything that he can give you on offense is just an added bonus. 13 points a game. I mean, that's a nice little contribution there. 47% from the field, 39% from three. Good numbers as well. Now, the other guys, the bench guys that we talked about, it's been an 8-man rotation for this Nuggets team for the majority of the playoffs. And, yeah, Christian Braun, we'll start with him. 3 points per game, 3 rebounds, 13 minutes per game. He is a guy that, as a rookie, has come in and given them very good energy off the bench during spurts this season. 50% from the field, 33% from three in the playoffs. He's a young guy that I feel like will be a rotational piece for Denver for at least the length of his rookie contract. Jeff Green has not been great in the playoffs so far. 4.5 points a game, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. But, he's getting up there in age. Not sure how much longer old Jeff Green is going to be playing. 37% from the field, 23% from three in 19 minutes. Those are rough efficiency splits. Maybe he will get stuff together, though, going forward. And then Bruce Brown. 12.2 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. You can't say enough about Bruce Brown and what he brings to this Nuggets team and how much of a much-needed addition that was in the offseason. 53% from the field, 26% from three, 1.3 steals per game. Now, the outlook for this Nuggets team, what I expect from them going forward. I mean, they really had a cakewalk in the West. It honestly reminds me of what the UConn Huskies did this year in the NCAA tournament. Nobody really came close. But we get Jimmy versus the Joker. We'll see how much that Markieff Morris incident comes into play with the Joker. That was a crazy dunk. But we'll see how that all happens. Will Hero make a difference? He's expected to be, or he's targeting Game 3 for a return. Honestly, I don't think he makes a difference. This Nuggets team is just too good. I've been riding with them since about November. Nuggets in 5. Maybe the Heat push it to a Game 6. But I got Nuggets in a gentleman's sweep. The Miami's going to win either Game 3 or 4. But Nuggets the rest of the way. I mean, how are you going to stop this? Just look at this beautifully built team. Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic. You've got 2 of the upper-tier defenders in the NBA in Aaron Gordon and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And then you've got, if Michael Porter Jr. was on his own team, he'd be an NBA superstar. I don't think people realize that, but he's the 3rd option on this team, and he is good enough. He would be the number 1 option on at least 10 teams in the NBA. People don't understand that, how much firepower this team has. Bruce Brown has been so elite for them. Unfortunately, they are going to lose him to free agency, but it looks like they're going to get a ring for it. So, I guess that'll be worth it. And then the other 2 guys off the bench, Green and Brown, they got a bunch of colors coming off the bench. That kind of sounded racist, but I meant last names. And then, dang, that did sound racist. I'm not going to lead it. You know what I meant. And then you got, overall, I think this team is just, they're too good. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, I've said it the whole video. If you don't get it by now, this is why the Denver Nuggets are going to win the NBA championship. The Heat, it's a great Cinderella story. They just don't have enough. I know they pride themselves on defense, but this team is probably the best offensive and defensive team in the league right now. Maybe second. Maybe we'll give the Heat that edge. But with that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button and leave me a comment down below. Also hit the subscribe button as it really helps out in the YouTube algorithm. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.